In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA bets for Saturday, April 19th. We have the beginning of the playoffs. Let's get into it. In this installment, we're going to be going over the NBA playoffs beginning here. Game 1 of all the series here. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetSD. Don't forget about TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 9.94 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a much broader audience. All right, speaking about that Patreon, we had a phenomenal Thursday. This was the main parlay, since it was a small slate. No NBA. It was just a few games in MLB, and this was my top 3 plays with the boost on top of that. Athletics, Phillies, Baltimore Orioles, that came through at plus 532, 25 for 158. We smashed on Thursday night. All right, so if you want to continue to hop in, join the community that we're building and get access to these plays here, you click on the description down below. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. I partner with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you could take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. In the first matchup here, 3 versus 6, New York Knicks going against the Detroit Pistons here in Madison Square Garden. Knicks having a home game in the playoffs is always a special time. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, Knicks are minus 285 on the money line with the comeback of the Pistons at a plus 230. Point spread at a 6.5, and the total points here at 220.5. Public bet percentage here, 80% of the bets, 70% of the money all over the Knicks. For the point spread, this is tighter here. We got 51% of the bets coming in on Knicks, but we have the sharps here. 54% of the money coming in on Detroit to cover the number, and for the total, 91% of the bets, 90% of the money here towards the over 220.5. All right, looking at the injury report here for both of these teams, starting off with the Pistons, Jaden Ivey is still out. He is not ready to come back, and for the Knicks, Ariel Haporti here, their rookie center's a game time decision. All right, during the regular season here, the Detroit Pistons dominated the regular season series, but this is all different now when we're talking about the playoffs here. Benches are shortened and full effort is going to be given here in this spot. We're talking about 2 different teams, one young, one experienced when we're coming to both of these 2 teams here. Detroit Pistons did win the season series 3-1 in that spot there. All right, now looking at the total here, all these games, the last 6 games has gone over this total of 220. I'm already leaning this way here. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, but I do think that these 2 teams can put up points up against each other. All right, so I like the over 220 in this game. I agree with the public and the sharps on that game, or on that aspect here. For the point spread, we are tightly contested here with the point spread. I think the Knicks are going to be giving full effort here and going to show up in this particular spot. A lot of bets here and a lot of going to ESPNBet.com. Everyone's coming in on the Pistons as an upset here. They are not trusting the Knicks, and the Knicks haven't shown that they should be trusted this year going up against elite talent. But this is a team that they can beat in the Detroit Pistons, and this is a different environment when we're talking about playoffs. Tom Thibodeau and cast and crew here. I'm going to lean on what we have with the Knicks over the Pistons in Game 1 to make a statement in Madison Square Garden. So give me a complete sweep on the Knicks Knicks money line, Knicks to cover the 6.5, and give me the over on the total of 220. In Gainbridge Fieldhouse here, we have the Indiana Pacers going against the Milwaukee Bucks, 4 versus 5 seed in this matchup here. Looking at the current odds between the Pacers and the Bucks, we have Pacers as minus 225 at home, with the comeback of the Bucks at a plus 185. Point spread at a 5.5. Total points at 224.5. Public bet percentage here, 68% of the bets here on the side of the Pacers. And then we have 70% of the money here on Milwaukee. All right. Sharps are coming in heavily on the Milwaukee Bucks money line for the point spread. 65% of the bets, 66% of the money on Milwaukee plus 5.5. So we have sharps here on the side of the Pacers, side of the Bucks on the point spread and money line pretty heavily. Total points here, 92% of the bets, 93% of money towards the over 224.5. All right. Looking at the injury report here, starting off with the Milwaukee Bucks, Tyler Smith is out and Damian Lillard is out as well. But we do have positive news. Damian Lillard has cleared the deep vein thrombosis and no longer is on blood thinning medication. He's ruled out for game 1, but he will ramp up for his return very soon here in this series. So we'll see how many games he's going to be out, but they do expect him back in this Pacers series here. All right. Now, this game 1 is very tricky here. Looking at the season series here, Milwaukee did dominate the Pacers here. 3 out of 4 games went towards Milwaukee. 129-117, 120-112, 115-114, and 126-119. All right, that one game coming at home for the Pacers only by 1 point. So they really had trouble going up against this team. And right now, with the Milwaukee Bucks adjustment, they've played impressively ever since losing Damian Lillard defensively. They have ramped things up. They're top 10 in the league in this back stretch of games, this last 20. Been playing phenomenal. And now we have Giannis Antetokounmpo playing at another higher level here, almost averaging a triple-double. All right, so I really like the Bucks in game 1 to surprise here. I like the plus 5.5. So we're going to go with the Bucks in the point spread here at 5.5. It already has moved from 6.5 to 5.5 now. I like this number. And for the total, I'm going to go over 224.5. When these two teams meet up, it tends to go over. We have 4 of the last 6 games going over this total here. But I still like it to go over 224.5. And I think game 2 there'll be an adjustment on that total here. All right, let's move on to the next. Next up in Ball Arena here, we have the Denver Nuggets going against the LA Clippers, 4 versus 5 matchup here. Looking at the current odds for this matchup, we have the Nuggets as slight home favorites, minus 140 with the comeback of the Clippers at a plus 115. Point spread at a 2.5. Total points at 223.5. Public bet percentage here, 70% of the bets, 65% of the money towards the Denver Nuggets. Very clear here, sharps and public on the side of Denver. For the point spread, 65% of the bets, 63% of the money on Denver to cover. And for the total points here, 90% of the bets, 89% of the money towards the over 223.5. All right, looking at the current injury report here for these two teams. Seth Lundy is out for the year, and for the Nuggets, Deron Holmes is out for the season. When we're looking at the Clippers here, we got Tyronn Lue and a bunch of veterans here. This team is ready, and they've been on fire to end the regular season. Denver Nuggets, a lot of turmoil, a lot of turnover, and now David Adelman is their interim coach with Mike Malone fired. All right, so to give you that false hope there, the Nuggets finished the season with 3 wins in a row. On the other end, we have the Clippers with 8 games in a row. They are currently on an 8-game winning streak coming into the playoffs here, looking to go for 9. If we're looking at the regular season series between these two teams, it was tied 2-2. Clippers won the first 2, Nuggets won the next 2. All right, but that was earlier in the season before all the bad things that happened to the Denver Nuggets. So this was a Denver Nuggets team that was at 100% going up against the Clippers here. Going back to Yahoo here, looking at the total. A lot of these totals here have gone under this number. They only gone over this number of 223 twice out of the last 6 games here. And I think that's going to be a key factor yet again. Nuggets want to play a little bit more up-tempo. Clippers have no issue playing in the half court because they have a lot of ball-dominant players here, or one-on-one guys. Kawhi can be one-on-one. James Harden can go one-on-one, or they can throw it down low to Ivica Zubac and bang down low as well. And I think Jokic is going to have a little trouble here. This is one of the centers here in Zubac that he can't just out-muscle easily, all right, and get easy buckets, all right. They're fighting down low here. I like the under on this total, all right. Give me the under on the total here, and give me the Clippers with the point spread and the opportunity to steal game one, all right. I think the Clippers are the better team currently constructed right now anyway, and better coaching, all right. So Clippers plus 2.5, and give me the under 223.5 in this. Last but not least, here in crypto.com arena, we have the LA Lakers going against the Minnesota Timberwolves, the 3 versus the 6 matchup here. Looking at the current odds for this game, we have the Lakers as minus 190 on the money line, with the comeback of the Timberwolves at a plus 154, point spread at a 4.5, total points at 216.5. Public bet percentage here, 85% of the bets, 88% of the money on the Lakers for the point spread, 69% of the bets, 75% of the money on the Lakers to cover, and for the total points, 87% of the bets and money towards the over 216.5. All right, looking at the injury report for both teams, Timberwolves are fully healthy. Lakers, we have game time decisions on Rui Hachimura and Maxi Kleber. All right, Maxi Kleber has been cleared, so we'll see if he's going to be able to give it a go in game one. And Rui Hachimura, he's most likely going to play in this one as well. All right. Now, looking at the season series between these two, it is currently tied 2-2. Lakers and Timberwolves tied with the season series. But coming into the playoffs here, as you can see, Timberwolves trying to finish strong, beating Memphis, Brooklyn, and Utah. They're going to have a tall task here going up against the LA Lakers, because how are you going to guard Luka and LeBron? McDaniels can only guard one, and that's going to leave one open, and one with an easier matchup here. So Lakers provide a very big conundrum here, and this defense for the Lakers that's been outstanding ever since, even before they got Luka. They were a top 5 defense, and it has continued on. When they are motivated, this Lakers team shows up, and they've really held this team in check here. If we're looking at some previous matchups, they've held this team to 102, 103, and 109 in the last previous 6 matchups. So really limiting their offense here, and limiting Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards is averaging 20 points in 4 games against the Lakers as well. So we're going to expect Jared Vanderbilt guarding him as well. They're going to be with JJ Redick. He's going to focus the defense around Anthony Edwards and force others to beat him, and Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. All right. And I think that the Lakers in game one are going to put up a clinic. So give me the Lakers on the money line. Lakers for a full cover in game one. And I like the under on this total of 216.5. I think the Lakers defense is going to prove forward. They're probably going to stretch out a lead here. And I think they're going to dominate the Timberwolves in game number 1. All right. So let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We can definitely talk about that in the description section, or in the comment section, in the description. You're going to click on that link, get connected to the Patreon, and you're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.